Cesar, I've noticed in some of your recent presentations you share a very unique perspective on the true nature of software development. Would you please expand upon that?
Yes, of course. I guess the best place to start is a thought experiment that Amaral Samadisi shared and uses quite frequently as a coaching technique. Back in 2009, he visited the Bay Area and used this with a number of companies. And I was fortunate enough to sit in on some of those sessions. And the question that he was posing to his audiences was, if you were to lose the work that your team has been focusing on for the last, say, 6 months of a project, on the day of the release, how long would it take that team to recover all of that work and be able to deploy, be able to release that product again? So essentially what that sets up is a set of responses, because there isn't a single right answer. You're asking people for their experience, and that will be varied. So if we plot the number of respondents with the percentage of time they claim they need to recover, and I've been asking teams this question ever since Amber introduced me to it. A pattern begins to emerge and then consolidate fairly quickly, and I continue to get these answers. So there are some teams that, just a few, that would say that they're more at the far end of the spectrum. So maybe there's an 80% requirement. It will take them 80% of the time they spent originally to get back to the same place, but only a few. A lot more would say it would take them in the region of 20%. When I then chart the distribution, the percentage distribution of responses for this question, the shape looks a little bit like that, which obviously ends at 100%. So what this says to me is that there is somewhere above 20%, maybe it's around 30%. Half of the teams claim or perceive that it would take them no more than 30% of the original time to get back to the exact same place. So since back then, I've been trying to dig a lot deeper into why that is and why that happens. Particularly trying to answer the question and trying to work through the issue that this might imply, which is, well, if it would take them 30% of the time the second time around, why didn't it take them just that amount of time the first time? What were they doing the other 70% of their time? I know they weren't slacking off, because I would answer similarly with my teams. And I believe that the answer to this would be discovery. They spent their time in discovery mode. Most respondents would identify this as learning, but I prefer to use the term discovery because learning implies that there's a curriculum, that there's a known path, whereas discovery is more about exploration. It's about trying to uncover the unknown, which I think is a more accurate description of what those teams are really doing. So in order to explore that and to model that in an organization, I developed the DiscoveryCurves model.
Excellent. Thanks, Cesar.